Hello there, welcome to another Speedy Clark production. I hope you're all well and you're all ready for Christmas. Okay, this is actually going to be a short film, and I don't really want to jump on the bandwagon with this film, but I do feel I have to talk about it, and I do want to express my opinion on it, and that is Chris Froome. Hot topic, Chris Froome and Salbutamol, 2000 milligram reading that's been recorded. Now, first of all, I just want to get it straight. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. There are lots of different opinions, but my own personal opinion, and the fact that how do I describe it? I don't know Chris Froome personally, but I have had communications, and I see a lot of the stuff he does. I've seen him in public. Chris Froome is not a bad person, right? He's a good guy, very nice guy, family guy, very humble. I personally don't believe he has done anything wrong or intentionally done anything wrong, and I think it's a very unfortunate situation that he's in. Now, an interesting turn of events. I'm stumbling because I'm trying to think how to word it strategically so people don't jump on the bandwagon, but comments from somebody that you may or may not rate, but you can't help the fact that he is or has been an awesome athlete with exceptional determination. So Lance Armstrong did a podcast on Chris Froome and the case. And regardless of what you think of Lance Armstrong, so let's just get that out there. It's not because we're talking about Lance Armstrong really here and what he's done in the past, etc. Lance Armstrong's personal opinion, given the experience he has and has had with doping, etc. Check out his podcast, check out the description on my film, and I'll put the link to his podcast. As I said, regardless of what you think about Lance Armstrong, his podcast is very good, and the information that he provides on Chris Froome and the Salbutamol and the testing that he did, there's a lot of things don't make any sense, all right? There's a lot of things with this thing that don't make any sense. It's my personal belief is it's a bit of a witch hunt. Do I think Chris Froome, as I've said, done anything wrong? No. I think it's an unfortunate situation. And regardless of whether he gets exonerated or not, the unfortunate situation is, and that's why it's terrible that this information's even been leaked out, is his reputation is going to be tarred. Chris Froome is an asthmatic, and I hear people saying, well, how is he a pro athlete? Because he controls his asthma with his inhaler. If you're controlling your symptoms, you can perform to the same extent as anybody else, or better if you're the better person. Now, the Salbutamol in the pump inhaler puts you on a level playing field. It does not increase performance, it does not make your lungs bigger, it does none of that. It makes you on a level playing field to breathe normally, nothing extra. There is information upon ingesting through tablet form Salbutamol that it can have performance benefits, but this is a pump spray. That is it, all right? So the whole thing's been blown out of context, and if records was probably readily available, this is me surmising here, but if they're readily available at the amount of people that have maybe returned an analytical finding for Salbutamol through asthma, then you'll probably find there's been a lot of people. It's just for some bizarre reason Chris's information has been leaked out, which is supposed to be confidential, and that's very unfair. Okay, so that is my personal opinion on the case. The unfortunate thing for the man is, as I've said, he is going to be tarnished. And as Lance Armstrong says in the podcast, which again I do recommend you listen to regardless of what you think of him, if he's exonerated, Chris Froome's exonerated, and he turns up at the Tour de France in 2018, it's going to be tough. And Lance Armstrong goes into far more detail in his podcast than I will be. So check it out. It's just my personal views, but you know, innocent until proven guilty. They're going to do testing. He's open to testing. I think the guy should have a bit of a break until it comes back. Is he going to get a significant gain out of any of this of the Salbutamol? No, he's not. No, he's not. So the whole thing stinks in my opinion. But hey, this is my opinion and everyone's entitled to it. But I do think people should listen to it because, you know, it's unfair to condemn someone when they may or may have not done anything wrong, okay? All right. Thank you for watching. We've talked about this enough. That's it. And normal service will be resumed. Thank you. Cheers. Have a good evening.